What's up, traders? Ended up going 3 for 4 today. It was 2 for 3, but we did just take a trade on SEAC. We're just going to jump right into this. GPRO was our first trade. Nice little pop out of the open here, right above the $0.50. Was looking for more, but unfortunately it didn't want to give it to us. We kind of felt the jiggle there above that $0.50. And, jiggle is basically where the ask stops getting hit. Buyers and sellers start to disagree on it going higher. And that's what I like to call the jiggle. Get short there and scaled out of this one pretty nicely. Again, if you want to watch any of these trades live, head over to Twitch. I'm actually going to start putting a link down to it in the description as well. You can find the link in the Discord as well and all of those good places. Our next trade was on NES. This was our mistake on the day. We got short, back when this move first took off, it actually looked really good. Let's see if I can show you what it looked like when I first got into it. So I was a little frustrated because I jumped in without checking the shares that we had available. And so when I pulled it up, it looked like this and it was moving really fast. It was right at the bell. I saw we were pretty close to the halt price. And I said, hey, let's give this thing a shot. I actually even, went decent share size. Pretty happy with this 220 test, looking for the pop back down through 2, and I was ready to capitalize on that. However, right when I got in, I heard people saying hard to borrow, and I was like, oh crap, please don't be NES. And sure enough, it was. And as you can see, this thing ended up opening up higher, much higher actually. Came back down, didn't even give us that halt area retest. But once I realized it wasn't going to give it to us, I took half of the position off and then I put the other half at high of day. So I figured we could either come back down and lessen the loss, or we could just go ahead and take the full loss if it wants to try high of day. And as you can see, that's what it did. So a little frustrated on that one, but it is what it is. Did that one to myself. Ended up going much higher before ultimately ending up where it is at the moment, but obviously not the trade I wanted to be in. Next trade was TRHC. We actually nailed the crap out of this thing. Pretty nice move up from previous resistance at 1335. Started to make this run, and when we zoom in, this thing just there was like no bid prints at all. I was watching it. Obviously, I don't have time to sales up, but you could just tell the ask was just getting hit nonstop. And so we started it. It just kept getting hit. Added to it, and then it went through 15 and gave us that real pop that we usually look for to get started to begin with. These first 2 entries might have been a little early, just because we're not really seeing these extra pushes lately, and so this was kind of a reminder that hey, they can happen whenever. But instead of only getting the normal 112 out of this, we ended up doing a 1124, and the 2 and the 4 were both here above 15. Ended up getting our average up to 1503, and then we ended up scaling out of this one. As you can tell by the P&L, we did pretty well on it. So probably could have held that last little piece to see if we could have got that retest down here, but I was pretty happy just to recover the loss on NES there. A little bit of P&L trading there, and our last trade was on SEAC. This one just popped up. And this one was going into the halt as well. I love these ones that pop through $1. They almost always come down and try to retest them. But it started the jiggle around 120. And so I jumped in here, and then right after that, it tried to fall. And then right after that, just shot right up into the halt. And then I put that order up at 145, literally at 145. And as you can see, this is exactly where it topped out at 145 and didn't give us the fill. So ended up chasing the ad on the way back down and just taking our profits here. So it didn't end up being much. If we would have got that ad up at 145, our average would have been up here. And then obviously that would have been a nice trade. So that's all I got. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Always appreciate that support. If you do have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those down below. Find me in Discord, find me on Twitter, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace.